to take home that W. The Irish send out the punt unit. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense headed to the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There he goes. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And that's two really good plays in a row by this defense. So you've come up big, you've forced a third down. One more big stop. Now I can get him to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Out of the gun to give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State to the line on 3rd and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. They'll send the back in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Smothers. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Here's the pressure. Quarterback gets the first down and more. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Nice job holding on to that football really tight at the end of the run. You got to understand the situation. You're up. It's the 4th quarter. I want to keep that clock moving, but more importantly, I can't turn it over. I got to make sure I wrap it up. Really good job by the QB there.
Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here come the Irish back on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. He now has 85 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Finds his tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man. Across the 35. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Pressure coming. Turning it on. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
How about this goal-to-go defense? Great job 1st down, meeting the physical challenge. Nowhere to go. 2nd down, ready for the pass. This defense really bowing their neck on an important part of the field.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Fit it in the window for the score. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Oregon is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Justin Herbert had a hand in getting this kid to Eugene, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Indiana. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
You don't even see quarterbacks under center very often, but when you do, and it's short yardage, you kind of know what's coming, but it didn't matter. Quarterback does a great job. Find some space, keep those feet moving, just fall forward and get that yardage, and he gets the big first down.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
and the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Takes it on the return. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. To throw, it's Carr. It's complete to the left. At the 35, he's loose. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass. This time he's got it. Open space at the 25. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Carr. Caught over the middle, it's Washington. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on 4th down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Final seconds of the game. They can just take a knee and eliminate all of the drama.
And you're exhaling, too, at this point, because this was a hard-fought football game, David. It could have gone either way. At the end, it was this team that made the most plays.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.